Hello friend, I am Naval. You are watching Code with Naval. Welcome to Java series part 48. In a last video, we saw throws keyword. In this video, we are going to discuss about throw keyword. So let's first understand what is the use of throw keyword. Throw keyword is used to hand over user-defined exception object to JVM. Throw keyword is used for create a user-defined exception classes. In some cases, we need to create a custom error message. In such cases, we can create a custom exception handling classes with using a throw keyword. For creating a custom exception classes, we have to follow some step. The first step is a extend exception or runtime exception class. If we want to create a checked exception handling class, then we can simply extend exception class, and if we want to create unchecked exception class, then we can simply extend runtime exception. Okay, let's see. Here we have two types of exception classes. We can create a user defined exception, two types of classes. One is a checked exception and another one is a unchecked exception. We already know checked exception means compiler only catch that exception, and unchecked exception arise runtime. Okay, compiler not able to figure out that unchecked exception. We already know that, we already saw in a previous few videos. For creating a checked exception, we have to extend exception class. We can simply define a constructor approach, and we can simply use this constructor for a passing user defined message. Here we have two types, default constructor and parameterized constructor. The same thing in an unchecked exception. Here we simply extend a runtime exception class, and here also we have a parameterized constructor and default constructor. Okay, let's open Eclipse and see all these things in a practically. I'll simply create here one new class. This one is a part 48. That's why I'll give this class name is a part 48. Okay, let's hit enter. I'll simply create here one exception class. Okay, in this video we will see only checked exception. In the next video we will see unchecked exception. Let's create here class, and I'll create any exception class. I'll simply give here age not valid, not valid, this exception class. Okay, now I want to create this class is a exceptional class. This class is a checked exception class. For that, what we have to do, we have to extend exception class. Okay, I'll simply extend exception class. Okay, now this class become a exception user defined exception class. Okay, now I want to create here constructor. So I'll simply click here, right click here, and here we have a source, and here we have a generate constructor for a super class. Here we have these few types of constructor. Here we have a default constructor, then here we have a exception with a throwable and boolean value, then we have a exception string and throwable, then we have a simple exception. We can simply pass here message, then we have a exception with a throwable. I'll simply take this one, exception with a simple message. Okay, let's hit enter. Okay, you can see here we got is not valid constructor, and here we simply pass this message in a super class. Okay, let's save this, and I'll simply create here main method. In our main class, here we simply add one condition. If age is less than 18, then throw message. Okay, let's add here age and simply less than 18. Okay, here we simply add this exception class. Here we already saw, for adding this exception class we have to use a throw keyword. Okay, how can we use that? I'll simply add here throw keyword, throw, and simply add here age not valid class. Okay, new age not valid class, and simply pass here message age not valid. Okay, you can see, save. This one is a throwing error. Okay, I'll explain why it's throwing error, and simply else syso age valid. Okay, we already know this one is a checked exception, and we have to handle this checked exception. Okay, we can handle here also, or we can delegate that exception. In a last video only we saw throws keyword use. Throws keyword we use for a delegating exception. If you want to handle this exception here only, then we can simply add this exception. Okay, I'll simply show you. Add this exception inside a try catch, and you can see here we got only age not valid exception. We can only handle here, or we have one more option. We can simply delegate this exception at a method level. Okay, simply declare this exception at a method level, and where we declare, where we call this method, we can handle this exception there also. Simply get age. Okay, and I will simply pass here 20, and now you can see here also throwing error. Now we want to handle that error here only. Okay, because we don't handle that error here, we simply delegate that error message. Okay, instead of delegating, I'll simply handle that error here only. Okay, we know already how can we handle. We can simply add that exceptional code inside a try catch block. Here we simply print e.print stack trace. Here we simply pass this message, error message. I'll simply append here age, and let's add here plus. Here we got message 20, age not valid. Okay, let's save this, and I'll simply, okay, everything is okay. Here we inside a main method, here we call get age. Okay, inside a get age, here we simply add a user defined exception. Here we simply hand over this user defined exception using a throw keyword, and inside a age not valid, here we simply create a this age not valid constructor, and here we simply pass this message, and this message we simply hand over in a super class, this exception class. Okay, let's save this, and let's run this. Let's check what output we got. Okay, here we got output, but it's take too much time. Okay, here we did a mistake. Instead of this, here we have to add this. Okay, instead of greater than, here we less than, here we add a simply greater than. Let's run again. You can see this time there is no error. Okay, let's wait. It's taking too much time for execution. Here you can see, here we got age valid. Okay, because here we enter above 18. Now I'll simply enter here 15 age, and let's save, and let's run this, and you can see immediately here we got user defined exception message, age not valid, 15 age not valid. You can see, and our exception class is you can see here exception class is a age not valid exception class. Now here we saw in a previous videos, we saw we have a few more options. We have a get message option. We can simply add a system.out.println e.get message. Okay, for a get message only give the particular message. Then we have a toString. Okay, then we have a toString. I'll simply remove this and add here toString. Here we have those option, get message toString. So how can we handle this get message toString? Okay, before overriding those method, I'll simply run this. Okay, let's run Java application, and let's wait. You can see first our toString print. Here we can simply add a print stack trace. First our print stack trace print, then our get message print here 15 age not valid. Then our this toString simply print the exception class with exception message. We already saw this all thing in a previous videos. Now here we have a few more options. We can override this method. We can override a simply get message method. We can override a toString method. Okay, simply override those method. I'll simply go source, and here we have a override implemented method. Okay, here you can see inside a throwable, here we have so many method. Here we have a get clause, get localized method. Here we have a get message, and we want toString. This two method we want override. I'll simply select this two method and hit enter button. You can see here we got this two method. Okay, I want to pass here. I want to simply pass here my custom message. Okay, I'll simply pass here my custom message. Okay, instead of this super dot get message, I'll simply pass here my custom message. get, I'll simply add here this age is not valid inside a get message. Okay, and inside a toString I'll add a different message, age not applicable. Okay, here we simply, for a get message, here we simply add a different message. For toString, here we simply pass a different message. Okay, let's save this and run this, and let's check what message we got. Okay, let's wait. Here you can see, first we print stack trace. Okay, let's check. First we print e.print stack trace. Here we got age not applicable message. Okay, you can see here we got age not applicable message, and then we got exceptional classes and all this. Okay, here we simply add age not applicable inside a toString. Then we print this e.get message. Inside the e.get message, you can see this age is not valid. We simply override those method inside our age not valid exception class. This one is our custom exception class. Here we simply override this method, and here we simply add our custom message, age not applicable, or here inside the get message, here we add this age is not valid. You can see here we got those message. So in this video we saw how can we create a checked exception user defined classes and how can we use those classes. In the next video we will discuss unchecked exception classes. Okay, till that, let's bye bye.